heroes. So this should go pretty well for Benjaz here.
Yeah, I guess Terrorblade would be really susceptible in the lane phase with Batrider and Earth Spirit, so Juggernaut a bit safer there.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got a pretty well-rounded draft, I'd have to say. They have their Spellcasters, Global Summon, Secures League team fights, Lone Druid, okay. So one of these heroes is support mod. What is it? It's Batrider.
Is it really? No, don't tell me that. No, it's the Olakor on the Monkey King. He's the Monkey King support. Laposta Batrider.
You're right, okay. It's the Monkey King.
You got me really nervous there for a second, Brex.
We have a Monkey King Earth Spirit support, dude. This is the double melee.
Dude, this is like, they're both 4-position roamers. I guess one of them can play in the 5, probably the Monkey King, but like, it just feels so weird for dual support to be like this. But I will say, SG, they have like the Venomancer, they have the Lone Druid now. So again, if they want to start that push, maybe that's part of their plan is to just get this push going with the Lone Druid, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Yep, they've got huge push potential with the Lone Druid, but of course they don't only have to do that, right? Their draft is still flexible. They can play late game, they can farm it up and just play off the lasso. But I imagine the Monkey King's going to be the 5. He just sits in the lane and zones with his Jingu Mastery. It's how we used to see it being played after the Primal Spring got nerfed a lot.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
So annoying.
He's got the range.
Especially for one-on-one. Yep, he is a range zoner.
Dude, like, we joke about some of the ranged auto attacks.
Why did I call him a melee here? The dual melee support, dude. They got Monkey King.
They have Monkey King. You're right. You got to correct yourself now, Brax. That's a
oh boy,
big mistake there, my friend.
Jesus.
This is a disaster here.
Wait, so if they did change Monkey King to a range hero, how would he be affected? It would be Orb of Venom. What else? Vanguard.
Quelling Blade.
Oh, that's right. Quelling Blade's a pretty big one. And then I guess Basher, if he still wanted to build it, even though it doesn't apply to his Wukong's command.
That's about it, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. I think that's it. Maybe I'm wrong.
That doesn't sound too bad. I guess the Orb of Venom one's pretty big.
Did you say Diffusal?
It's the same for ranged and melee, isn't it?
Burn 16 mana per attack for melee illusions and 8 mana attack per attack from ranged
the illusions.
If he ever decides to mail Mantis style on Monkey King, then yes, Diffusal Blade.
You know, it feels like this guy buys whatever he wants and he still owns.
It's true. Yeah, he actually could just get anything. By the way, if you hover over the gold, does it look like weird variables?
Where?
Like if the bottom right corner where like the gold, like to click on the shop essentially, you just hover over that real quick.
What about it?
Does it look normal for you?
Yep.
Okay, mine is reliable gold underscored gold. Or it's just it's just like really weird variable names, like you could tell they're variables. But ADR, Theolacor, they're gonna say, gee, we're getting the game. Bathroom break is done, and here we go. Started this best of 3 series, and after yesterday and what match DC played against Infamous, I'm looking forward to seeing how this series will go. Back and forth game, there were some mistakes on both sides for sure. And I'm going to keep saying this, but if you haven't seen the DC versus Infamous series from yesterday, go watch it, please, especially the 3rd game. I think it was fantastic.
It was good.
It was a lot of fun. But this is going to be a very interesting series, Brax.
Yep, it is for sure. And we have pretty much standard lanes coming out from both teams, everything we expected. And Mott, I got you good. They swapped. Theolacor's on the Batrider here.
Damn it. Not again.
This always happens at the last minute, doesn't it?
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the support Batrider because I saw this the other day. Pilot, I played it for Fnatic, and I don't think he was the real issue, but they got destroyed in that game. In fact, I think you saw the game that I'm talking about.
Yep. You know, when you have Bat in the support position, he ends up like napalming mid a couple times, harassing him that way. He's like a hero that he wants to do nothing in the first 10 minutes after he napalms mid, and if he can get away with that, then he's just a Batrider. But he's kind of like, if he needs to really do anything in the early parts of the game, he struggles to do it well.
It's going to be interesting to see if he can get that farm bottom, or rather top, or yeah, bottom rune spot of the bounty rune. Matthew and ADR going toe-to-toe. ADR is going to get the rune. It looks like he's going to come with a Shadow Walk. Laposa's in. Laposa went for, he doesn't have a skill, and he's going to get it, yes. ADR gets the bounty rune. Good try there from the bounty hunter. In the meantime, SG also rotated and get another bounty rune, and they're going to get this bounty rune at the top bounty spot as well. So they're going to be a little rich going into the start of this game, and they need it, I think.
Yep, nicely done there. And look, Batrider's got 2 clarities. He's going to sit here and napalm up Queen of Pain forever. Very annoying. At least she has Blink to get out of it, so not the biggest deal in the world. But yeah, offlane Monkey King. I've seen this in some Chinese Dota lately, actually.
Yeah.
I saw this as well.
Yep.
But it's more like the Monkey King ends up in the safe lane, like dodging their trialing, and then the carries in the off lane with like a lich or something.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure. They already have him kind of spotted. Matthew is breaking down a couple of trees, but already Lepost is just going to leech here. And we'll see how much farm he can get in this lane. Meanwhile, 5 sticking napalm stacks. And Theolacor almost had a hit, but the uphill miss came out. Another one will come out. Maybe they can get some auto attacks. A lot of damage if they can get it.
Definitely. Very annoying for Queen of Pain in the mid lane. Even though she's trading, it's still a lot of damage.
Yeah, she has to blink away.
So this offlane Monkey King, all he does is leech, and then the supports don't really want to sit there anymore, and eventually he'll be able to get some farm.
Matthew's just waiting.
Oh, they might see him.
Yeah, they see him. Yep, they got him. They get off the tango. He's going to be in trouble. They have the Blade Fury. He's going to go for a TP. Looks like he will make it out. It's going to be close. Yes. Did he make it to the tier 1? Yes.
Man.
And the Arcane Curse still going, but he's going to salve up now as well. That's good stuff.
I can't help but feel like if Benjaz just spun there, he might have died.
I was thinking the same thing, but I guess he didn't want to use it, and that's all right. Rolling Boulder. Bardinho looking for King Tekka. That was a good roll in for Bardinho, but King Tekka's already backing up towards the tier 1 tower. In the meantime, Lepost is going to get zoned out by Matthew down bottom. Here comes Benjaz as well. Blade Fury, they're going to look for a body block. Arcane Curse, last word coming in. There's the Blade Fury. Now they're going to use it, and that's first blood from Masoku, the legend himself.
Nicely done there. Picking up first blood on this annoying Monkey King, so... Yeah, Batrider, now he's sticking up the lanes a bit, Mod, and he's kind of thinking, well, what do I do now? What is my job? I'm level 1, I can't do anything. My level 2 also doesn't do a whole lot. This is when he kind of... He needs to find experience somebody. He's like the Bounty Rune Picker-Upper, the Stacker, the hero that's going to farm up all that later, like when he's level 3 or something.
Yeah. Get to the stacks, that's where you're going to find a lot of your experience, but you're right, he needs to get to level 2, needs to get to level 3, and it's going to be kind of tough. Meanwhile, Gale mid, Shadow Strike comes out, but... Leo Sal's going to get zoned away by the Gale, and will he go for the max Gale? Looks like he might be going for that Gale and Poison Sting build. Meanwhile, Posa?
They know he's here, but there's no tangos left.
They have a Quelling Blade for Benjaz. He does. Now he's going to jump away with the Primal Spring from Leposa. Theolacor, if they turn this into a dual lane, I think that's actually pretty good, but they still might be in trouble here. Here comes the spin, along with the last word again, and maybe I spoke too soon. Man, did I jinx the shit out of him.
Is this the way Pylai Dai's game started?
No, he seeking Napalm mid, farmed a bit, and came out of the jungle like level 5 pretty early on, and he had a pretty good time, but the rest of his team was getting screwed. Meanwhile, Lepost is in trouble again, and he's going to fall. A double kill, and DC off to a fast start, at least in their safe lane.
Yeah, very nicely done. I think they feel pressured to make something happen because they can't really do much to this puck. They can zone him a bit, but he's just going to come right back. Mid lane's a Queen of Pain. They can't gank there, too. So it's like Batrider feels forced to sit in the dual lane bottom. He's still level 1. He needs his 2, but maybe he should have just been stacking the jungle instead. Like he could napalm mid and then stack every minute, and then he'd probably be like level 3 or 4 by now.
Yeah, and he really needs that experience. He feels like a bounty hunter, but even Matthew has more experience than he does. Level 2, he's almost up to 3. In fact, he's looking for this 4-minute bounty run. If he takes that from Theolacor, it would be pretty sad. And he might.
Yep, he can block the stack too.
Is he going to go for the block stack? The rune, he's going to miss it now. Because yeah, Matthew just takes it as he was stacking. And Theolacor is probably not happy about that.
Nope, not at all. And he's going to go get his own bounty rune as well.
Now, that is rough. But good news for SGs, they have a lone druid. He has 25 last hits. He's doing pretty well. But the other 2 lanes might be going a bit worse here for SG.
Yep, the lone druid's totally free farming, which is nice. Puck can't do anything in this lane at all. And it's just a farm lane for now, right? Puck's not too sad about this. He's getting what he needs out of the lane.
Yeah, he's going to have his 6 pretty soon. Bottom lane, Leposa. Looks like they have some idea he's nearby. They're going to pass the tree that he was on. Ooh, Quelling Blade almost hit, so that was very close. He's still sitting up here. He's in this tree. And Matthew, if he has another... he has a Quelling Blade, actually. Bounty Hunter's a Quelling Blade. That's how you know you're in trouble as a Leposa in this game.
Yep, they're starting the deforestation.
Oh my god, it's like right around here. Meanwhile, they get the kill on King Tekka.
We're distracted.
Yeah.
Watching this guy eat trees all day long.
I mean, this is much more
They're
riveting.
They're going to find him,
though. They're trying. They've literally eaten every tree except this one. Like, there's one here maybe that they haven't eaten, but, like, he's got nerves of steel right now, let me tell you. Dude, oh my god. He's actually, like, on an island here. This is unbelievable, and I can't stop looking at it as I look away, but...
Oh, they got him.
They got him now. Blade Fury comes out. Arcane Curse as well. And no last word needed. Easy pickup. Benjaz finds another kill. Now 1-0-3. This bottom lane, I would call it a disaster, I think, Brax.
It's looking, yes, that's exactly what it is. It's a disaster. He has experience, though. Some basic last hits, but no boots yet. Very sad. I can't imagine he's going to be able to do anything in this lane because Juggernaut's just going to hit level 6 and then he won't be able to farm in front of him anyways. He's still going to have to sit on trees while it's like a solo jug.
Now, I got to ask you, if this was a Batrider lane, would it be any easier?
Oh, no, definitely not. If there are 3 heroes there, it doesn't matter who you are. It's pretty tough.
Gale comes out onto Matthew, taking a lot of damage. They have more detection. It doesn't look like it.
He's ticking down.
King Tekka jumping, Scream of Pain. Elusior's going to jump through. He actually misses it, but the Waiting Rift comes out. Sonic Wave. Fairy Fire will not save you. SG Esports. Now lose one hero in that mid lane.
Nicely done. Big rotations, and that's pretty unexpected, right? Your off-lane puck to come in from the mix too, but it's worth it, right? He's got nothing to do in this lane right now. It's pushed so far back. Now it's going to push in towards him, so perfect timing.
Yeah, and more experience to get going his direction. He's still missing out on level 6, but all things considered, a pretty good start. The one thing that is keeping it close for SG is Costabile on this lone druid, the Spanish fishing vessel, as of course he is.
That's him.
That's him, indeed. We'll see how it goes for him.
All right, and now Batrider's kind of getting back into the game, farming up some jungle stacks. This is what I feel like he should have been doing a while ago. Like, he can only napalm a lane for so long before it becomes ineffective.
Right. We'll see what's going to happen here. He needs some farm. God, he is poor. There's like 3 heroes that are just like right around the Silencer's net worth on SG. And Silencer's like feeling pretty great about himself because he's a 5 position. Meanwhile, Gale and Leo style, ADR, they're going to turn and fight each other. And Leo style, he's doing pretty well, actually. ADR is not doing so well. Bardino, Rolling Boulder in, and they'll blink out immediately from Leo style. So he knew it was coming, and I don't think even had a ward there, so he just kind of did it as he came in. Kind of some good timing there.
Yep, nicely done. It's so difficult for them to pressure this Queen of Pain before Earthsport has silence. He has it now, actually, but still, it's not an easy kill. The burst damage isn't there. It's all damage over time nonsense where you can probably just shrine up or TP home.
Yeah, it is not easy for them to get this kill, for sure. And it'll be a little bit harder. Meanwhile, Rolling Boulder, they're going to find Misoku. Arcane Curse will come in. Last word as well. Good Boulder Smash onto 3, but here we go. We'll have the Boundless Strike. Blade Fury Bardino will get dropped down. Fiolacor can just stand and watch. He only has level 2 Sticky and Napalm and level 2 Firefly. Obviously no Lasso. And Laposa's not even 6 either, so that'll do it for that fight. They will see Matthew. They're going to try to go on the Dust. Can they get this kill? They're going to Primal Spring down. Matthew might be in some trouble. Slowed up. They're going to have the Jigu Mastery in a moment. They will turn and get the kill, it looks like, but they won't be able to get out in time with Laposa. Now Benjaz, they'll get another kill from Misoku. Omni Slash coming in. Bardino getting dropped down. Double kill from Misoku. Fiolacor, he's on the run. Arcane Curse, he wants Misoku. He might find it here. Does he have stick charges? He had them on cooldown. And Fiolacor, he might get more. Flame Break coming out. He doesn't have any Blade Fury now. He does. He just gets enough stick charges, and he turns and baits the kill. Misoku gets the triple despite him being dead from the grave. Primal Spring in, looking for more damage. Laposa coming back down, but there's going to be the... oh my god, he absolutely just got destroyed. The Boundless Strike does nothing, and Benjaz gets another kill. This is not good.
No, not good at all. Leo style. Alright, gonna kill ADR in the mid lane, but he's gonna die as well.
Oh no, Bottle! He's trying. He's not making it. Good try. It's a lot of damage being done. So.
Yep, lots of gold going both heroes' ways, and... alright, this game is ridiculous. It's a bloodbath.
Yeah, it is insane. Benjaz is...
up top 2. Queen Tekka gets rooted up.
Oh, he's so low. Dream Coil comes out. He actually might survive because of the Dream Coil. That'll keep him safe and sound for now.
Remember that bear died to the coil? It didn't get the gold, but the experience went his way.
Ah, man, that's so... he was so close to getting that kill. It's 300 gold if you can get it for the puck, man. That would have been great. That's sad. Oh, well.
Yep, so what do they do with this Monkey King? He is 0-5, perhaps the lane didn't go as well as they would have liked. They are trying to fight with him, but he just doesn't feel very strong up against this lane at all. He's just down so many levels and items. Matthew here gets cut up by Bardino.
Ooh, he's a DD though. It's a lot of damage. Bardino's getting shredded at this point. Rolling Boulder will miss. Matthew still in trouble. Stick charge is available, but there's the Flame Break. That should secure the kill, and it does. Fiolacor coming in, making sure he gets that last hit. Now coming in Misoku, Arcane Curse. Did it hit? No, Bardino's way far away at this point. Jump in, maybe not. Leo Sal with the blink in Scream of Pain. They knew exactly where he was. That is unfortunate for Mr. Bardino.
Unfortunate indeed. And I think the biggest thing in this game so far is that perhaps the Earth Spirit and the Bat Rider support duo hasn't worked out that well. I guess Bat has kind of a game now, but before Bat, he's going to die again.
Yeah, he is in so much trouble. They have the track. Shuriken, Omni/Use just to secure the kill. Matthew will get the last hit, but that's track already up for this Bounty Hunter. And now things get even harder here for SG Esports.
Look at Masoku. He's got 7 kills on the support silencer. This is the 5 position, and he's actually quite rich now.
He's rich. He's got 14. He's got 14 stolen intelligence. You might as well just go carry at this point. You know.
He's working on it, man. He's got the treads.
Yeah, he's in. I want to see him go carry Masoku silencer. This is like the best game Masoku's ever had. Honestly, it's like feeling pretty happy at this point.
Yep, definitely.
All right. Well, what about Costabile? What's he going for? Mask of Madness? Yes. So this is the plan. Get those tower pushes early on here for SG and turn this thing right back around in their favor.
I wonder if he's going to commit to a range build or a melee build, because right now you can still go for either one.
We will see. There's a lot of options here. Last time we saw this Mask of Madness, it was ranged, I think, but I've seen the Mask of Madness on the bear as well, and I think they need this bear if they want to get back in this game in terms of tower taking. But I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like he did get the 175 attack range, which I don't know. You might even get that regardless of whether you're melee or ranged or not, so you can actually switch between the two, because it just seems like a better talent in general. But yeah, for now, it looks like he's ranged.
Yeah, that sounds about right. He will get chased down top lane. They're going to find Bardino instead, and he's like, oh, I tanked the gank for you, buddy. Get the hell out of there, and that will be another track kill. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they're looking for Masoku. This could be huge. Boundless Strike is available. They have the Giga Mastery stacks applying at this point. They're looking to dive. They are going in deep. There's the Boundless Strike. He is pretty speedy. They've got the global, and now it's time to leave in Laposa. That was not the play, my friend. That was the craziest stuff I've ever seen. Costa be like good Savage Roar to come in, but they've blink in 5 seconds. Illusion Orb is available if they want it here in 2. Will they dive? It doesn't look like it. In the meantime, mid lane, ADR chasing Masoku. There's the poison of a Plague Wards comes out. They got the Dire Curry in the meantime. Masoku will man fight. I don't think this is going to work, but he's tanking the tower. ADR is in trouble. He might go down to this tower. He needs to actually... He didn't take the aggro off. Oh, my God. He should be dead. He should be dead. He didn't take the aggro off with... Wow. Dream Coil mid, Bardino. Looking like he's in trouble as well. Leo Style is going to get Boulder Smash, but he's got Blink. They're going to get the kill to Scream of Pain. Easily done. And the track kill coming in as well. And ADR should be dead right now. 100%.
You know what? That looks like a misplay. Him not removing the tower, but he knew all along. He had his calculator up. He knew that he was taking approximately 71.2 damage per second. He'd make it out.
He did the math, man.
It's looking like South American math is better than North American.
Oh, for sure. That is... North American math might be the worst of the maths, if you will.
They're definitely the worst maths.
All right, we got some rotations top lane. Benjaz and Matthew might find Laposa. Oh, yeah, they're definitely going to find him. Primal Spring. They're going to get the Shuriken. He jumps up. They've got the track, and you need to leave, my friend. Will they dive this? No. Good job for him to get out of there in time. They also force the TP from Theolacor, but he doesn't actually complete it as he's working on his own stuff. And by the way, he has Lasso now. He's got an Arcane Rune, so he's got to get some farm here on this Bat Rider, I think.
Yeah, but it looks like he wants to get his Slay on, though.
Yeah, he's trying bottom.
So cool in the bottom lane. Oh, Juggernaut, by the way, is going for Battle Fury. He only has Phase Boots picked up and sitting on 4,000 gold. Very close to that.
What? Excuse me?
We haven't seen this for years.
Yeah, okay, Benjaz. All right.
You know, it's just going back to the old way of playing this hero, right? He's got a good early game, and the Battle Fury helps secure his late game. And he's going to farm super fast once he picks it up.
Yeah, that is true. It is going to secure the late game against something like a Lone Druid, which might be tough later on down the road. Yeah, I'm into the Battle Fury pickup for the Jug here. And Ben just knows what he's doing. He's been playing this hero for a long time. And I trust his
There's also
judgment.
a chance it might suck.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to say that, dude.
Okay, now I know.
All right. As long as you know, that's all that's important. Matthew is playing dangerously close to SG Wukong's command gets canceled. Laposa, oh, they got the Quelling Blade. They've got the Omni. They're going to use it, but Global coming out as well. Dream Coil onto 3. Illusion, double kill for King Tekka. Laposa's in trouble. Boundless Strike coming out. Maybe Jug's in trouble. Jumping. Screaming Pain. They have the Sonic Wave. He's going to pop it. Onto 2. SG are getting run over. They can't even kill Benji as who TP's away. But here comes the Mask Madness. They've got Matthew with that kill from the Lone Druid. So they will get 1 kill out of it, but that is underneath the tier 2 tower, Brax, and they still own for DCSA.
It's ridiculous. The 3-man coil into the spin with all the spells on top of it just looked insane. Didn't matter what items Juggernaut has now, he's Battle Fury. Like, sometimes you think, oh, well, if Juggernaut had his standard early game items, you know, maybe this would have gotten better, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, he just owned. Ownage. Now he's got the Battle Fury up. Lone Druid at least gets the 1 kill, which is useful. He's going to have to do some work in these fights with Maelstrom coming next. He will dish out a lot of damage, don't get me wrong. Mask Madness Maelstrom, he's going to get some lightning zaps, but it's going to be interesting to see how well they can play. And Laposa continues to struggle in this game. He is below the Bounty Hunter. In fact, the bottom 3 heroes are SG, which will lead DC into a 5K network lead right now.
Yeah, the supports on DCSA are so farmed. They've been involved in all these kills. Look at Silencer still. Been involved in 13 kills. Same thing with the Bounty Hunter. There's just been a ton of kills this game.
Yeah, they're owning at this point. And right now, we were curious about King RD and HFN not being here, the Brazilians of the squad, but it looks like all the Peruvians are having a pretty good time for DCSA at this point.
Maybe it's a server thing.
Could be. I mean, but they wanted to play Peru yesterday. Like, you can play both. Oh, meanwhile, Theolacor, he is dead. Track gold, last word. Easy pickup, maybe. Yeah, Arcade Curse.
Looking dead.
100%
Another track
dead.
kill and intelligence.
Oh, 18 intelligence from Hisoku working on this 4-staff. ADR's tracked up as well. He needs to be careful. Sonic Wave is back up in 28 seconds, but he should be okay for now. In the meantime, I thought there was somebody dying top lane, but that's not the case. They're just sitting and TPing away. Okay. Some work to be done for SG, though. They need to get some gold going their way. And Laposa is just trying to jungle. He gets to Echo Saber. Maybe things get a bit easier. But again, he is getting chased down by Matthew.
Yep, they actually see Matthew here thanks to the Observer and Sentry. But I don't think they can do anything.
And missed the Primal Spring, actually. Boundless Strike will come out. They need Lasso. Flame Break push back. It is there. They have Lasso. Global comes out, though, and that'll stop it from happening. Track is up. Theolacor in trouble. They're looking for more. Omni Slash coming in. It actually hits on some creeps. Then jumps back in, but Benjez is on the high ground. And he's going to have to spin TP, it looks like. Wukong's command. They know that he's got to get out. King Tekka, Dreamquill. He has to jaunt himself away as he's in trouble. And here comes Costa Belay. The Spanish fishing vessel will get the kill. And is looking for more at this point. But can they turn and fight again? Benjez decided to back up. And he TP'd out and he won't go back into the fray. A 1-for-1 engagement, which actually I think favors SG here.
Yep, I would say so too, especially because they're down so much gold and so many kills at this point of the game. Lone Druid's getting pretty scary. We talked about Juggernaut farming fast at the Battle Fury, but Lone Druid with his Mask of Madness keeping up in par.
Yeah.
Keeping up on farm as well. And what do they really do about this guy? Like, their initiation is the Bounty Hunter and then a stun mid lane. This does okay. But there's no like real stun, right? There's no Blink Lasso, and there's no Roll in Earth Spirit stun. It's kind of like a soft assist.
Right. Exactly. It's not easy. He's just going to sit in the back and throw bombs at the Lone Druid, especially once he gets this Dragon Lance. It's going to be even harder to catch him because he's going to have more distance to work with. It depends on the initiation. Maybe DC finds something here with this. They have the smoke up. They've got Dreamcoil back in 5. Sonic Wave is up. Matthew's going to lead the way. They're going to check and see this Ancient stack being stacked here, but Theolacor heading in the opposite direction. He might actually break this smoke. He's coming very close. They have no vision of him, it looks like. They're going to ping and look to find him with a wrap here, perhaps. Theolacor is walking back in. Now they'll see him. Jump in, Scream of Pain. Track is up. Winning Rip, dead hero. Nice little pick there.
Yep, nice track kill. These track kills are doing wonders for this team right now. Bounty Hunter and Silencer sitting very high in the net worth compared to where they normally would be. And it's not only thanks to these large kills, or large amount of kills, but track kills as well.
Yeah, the track kills have been huge. And he got level 6 at such an early point in the game that it made things a lot easier for DCSA. Now the Lone Druid finally getting some work on this tower. He's got the Demolish with the Bear. He has his auto attack damage, just more than enough to get this tower for sure. In fact, he just dishes it out so high. Laposa, they're going to see him. Illusory Orb, he's got to jump away. They're looking to try to cut it down. There's the Boundless Strike, Rolling Boulder in, and now the Global comes in, trying to counter-initiate. They actually just want to keep him alive, but they can't. The Ensnare comes through. And that is going to be a giant kill for SG Esports. Leo Style now down, and Global also down. They want to go for a fight here. They've got Wukongs. They have plenty to deal with here, but they will lose the tier 1 tower in that bottom lane. Meantime, Laposa still up in the high ground here, trying to get some vision. Actually, King Tekka, we'll see him. He'll jump down, getting tracked up. Shuriken will bounce on through. It's a lot of damage, in fact, and they need to back up with him. In fact, he has to TP to the shrine. Or he's dead.
Get him.
I didn't even... All right, well.
Another track kill.
Man, even when it was going well there, they still lose Laposa. Disaster.
I feel like he's never going to be able to transition into where he'd like to be. Like, he's almost at the Echo Saber now, but it feels like it's not enough. He needs that next item afterwards still.
Maybe with a big enough fight and him surviving, but... Yeah, you are right. Like, God, I didn't see his net worth. He's actually really, really low. Like, lower than the Bounty Hunter low by a wide margin. That
sometimes happens when you have 8 deaths.
That's true.
And just can't touch creeps.
Dude, he's been getting wrecked from the get-go. Echo Saber is going to have to do something for him here to get him into this late game. But as it stands now, SG Esports, they're down 5K. DC, they're actually having a tough time pushing other than split pushing. Meanwhile, King Tech and Matthew found out. They're going to look for a kill here. They're going to use the track, jumping in, waiting. Rift coming out as well. Dagon almost getting the kill. Bardino is low. They've got the Boundless Stricken Gale to come through. There's the Boulder Smash. Dreamcoil comes out. It actually misses. Lasso coming in, and that'll do it. In fact, they might find Matthew too. They're going to drop down a sentry. He's in some trouble track. He's going to move pretty quickly here as they have that rolling boulder on in. Plague Ward block. He's still in trouble. He's going to just die. Bardino will get it, but not even necessary. They were going to get him with a Poison Sting, and 2 kills for SG Esports. It's the type of fight they needed to go for them.
Nicely done. The net worth is actually starting to even up a bit. I know it's still around the same, but the time has gone on, and they haven't been able to extend their lead. Like, when you look at Venomancer, he's pretty much even with Queen of Pain. Lone Druid and Juggernaut are even as well. And then after that, it's kind of this the Monkey King and the supports that are down a bit, right? But that's something that... you know, Lone Druid and Venom, for the most part, don't care too much about Global Silence, especially Lone Druid. Doesn't do anything though.
No, he is not concerned about that. And even his bear is like, yeah, that doesn't bother me. And it's only going to get more tough to deal with this Lone Druid. Like, he's going to have Mjolnir now. He's got Dragonlance. He's doing already a lot of damage. But DC are making the smart play. And they know that they don't have to deal with him. They could just go into Roshan right now and take it and move out from there.
Yep, nice play here. Global Silence is up. There is a Blink Dagger up on Batrider now and a Smoke, but there's a good chance, even if they know this is happening, that it'll die anyways. Yep, this is dead Roche.
There's nothing they can do about this. Benjaz, Manta Style up now. His next item, we'll see what it's going to be. He will grab the Aegis in the meantime, and well, things are going great for him. Meanwhile, Matthew looking for some targets. Hey, there's the Echo Saber. He did it. He's got it on the Monkey King Brax. This is where it all comes up Millhouse.
Nice, nice. That's what I like to hear.
The positivity. You got to be spamming that don't give up like Matthew is.
Yep, he hasn't done it once this game. What's wrong with him?
Because he doesn't need to. They're not even, like, the threat of them giving up is non-existent at this point.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
Or maybe he's just being mannered. I don't know. But they'll take the tier 2 bottom as the tier 2 top is taken. Here comes Benjaz. Up in the high ground is Laposa. They have no vision of him there. Rolling Boulder in. Boundless Strike. Lasso as well. This is troublesome. Wukong's command coming out. It's a lot of damage. Gale coming in. King Tekka is in trouble. They have the Global to come out. Sonic Wave coming through. They've got Theodore. Benjaz still has the Aegis. He's got no healing ward. Primal Spring coming in. Laposa's too late to the party. Track back up in Costa Belay. But they do hold as they get King Tekka out of that. And DC cannot take high ground.
Yep, still a nice defense, 1-for-1. Global Silence used, they had to use the Glyph, but in the end, their tower has been defended. Now Lone Druid has Mjolnir. Like, how do they get to him in these fights when he's just sitting from like 1,000 range attacking these heroes? Juggernaut has no Blink Dagger, no Shadow Blade.
That is what he's going for, by the way. He bought a Blink Dagger.
Okay. Well, there we go. There's an answer to that.
Yes, they feel like the Lone Druid is going to be a giant issue in this game, and one way to deal with it is to blink in and get that Omni and whatever off. They also have the initiation from the puck to maybe Dreamcoil and lock him down, but it is tough. I think their best bet is to get a pick outside the base and go from there. However, speaking of getting a pick, SG are on the hunt as well. They will move together as a team down into the Radiant jungle looking for more. Bardino's going to lead the way with Laposa. Echo Saber in hand.
Matthew's going to break the smoke.
He really is. They need detection. They have the dust, and he's going to force himself away. Boulder Smash. He just bought this. In fact, he's in trouble. Wayne and Griff. They got the Dream Coil coming in. It's a lot of damage. Benjaz, the Battle Fury, the Omni Slash, a double kill. And in fact, he might find more. Costa Bele's on the run, looking for the damage. Benjaz has the H in the meantime. Leo Sal jumping into ADR. They're going to jump through. Jot coming out. That'll be from King Tega to get the kill. They're looking for the TP. It's on the bear instead of the actual main hero. They're going to find the bear, but they could have found Costa Bele, and that would have been gigantic for DCSA.
Yep, still a big win. They were so close to losing that gem on Matthew and just making it out of there. But yeah, the Juggernaut Omni Slash there, it delayed the fight. They were waiting for him to come out, and then DCSA, the troops have arrived, reinforcements here, and they couldn't win that fight, Mott. It was too hard the way it started. They did not want to find the bounty hunter first.
And they almost got him again, but no such luck there. Did he have a force step? That was his own force step, right? Yeah, so he actually was able to get the force off in time, which probably saves him a couple seconds as well, and that just makes it even harder for them to get the kill.
Yep, just delays that. And now, I mean, DC are starting to extend their lead a little bit. Juggernaut is pulling ahead very slightly, but they have Aegis, and these tier 2 towers look like they are just free gold right now for DCSA.
Yeah, they really are at this point. 9K lead. Like you mentioned, the crazy thing is in those last two fights, Benjaz did not have to use his Aegis, although coming close a few times, and he is just going to farm the enemy jungle, choking off all of the support of SG in terms of their own farm. And this game gets harder and harder, and it's a lot of carrying having to be done by Lone Druid at this point.
Yep, it feels like everything's on Lone Druid at the moment. Veno is still pretty farmed, but I don't know. There's the healing ward to counteract the Poison Nova, so it doesn't feel as effective. Even though it may die right away, it still applies some healing. It just doesn't feel like it's enough damage yet.
He's going Mantis out, so it seems like he understands. He wants just right-click damage, which I guess is fair. Also against Global, which is the bigger thing.
Yep, there's still no real hard lockdown, right? We have Coil into a Silence, that's basically it, so he'll be able to Manta and always get his ultimate off.
Yes, and it's going to be tough. We will see for DC if they can push into this high ground. That is still the issue they're having, is breaching high ground is actually rather difficult against this roster of SG Esports. So we will see how they will attempt to move on from here. Aegis is still up for another minute. No, 30 seconds, so they need to be careful with how they apply pressure here in this mid lane. They might just back up altogether right now. We'll see.
I just can't see them realistically walking up to the high ground into the lineup of SG and being able to take the tower. Lone Druid is just going to hit them from like 1,000 range away.
Yeah, so that won't be a fun thing to deal with. But now you've taken all the tier 2 towers, and like you talked about, getting to this high ground is going to be tough. So DCSA will continue to farm all of the map, it looks like. And maybe SG ventures out once every so often, but at this point, they're not going to find farm. However, they still have that threat of a high ground defense.
Yep, outside of these waves pushing into them, there's not that much to farm. It's scary for them to walk into their own jungle. Yep, DCSA sees all of them right now thanks to this nice observer ward. And it's just, the map is getting choked out at this point. DCSA are farming more than them. SG know that, and they have to move out and try to make something happen, but at the same time, if they do, and Lone Druid gets caught out in an awkward position, he could just easily die.
We'll see how it's going to go. Global coming out. Eul Scepter coming in. That'll be on the Quap to stay alive. Is the Global still there? Bardino is in trouble. He'll go use the Arcane Curse. He's got a Rolling Boulder away. Benjaz is looking for that Omni Slash. He's looking for any target, really, and he can't find it. Another track comes out. They'll get Bardino ADR on the run. He's pretty slow. Shuriken coming out. Gale missed. Benjaz will be able to walk away. But they only lose the Earth Spirit there for Global to come out, so not that bad for SG Esports.
Yeah, not bad at all. DCSA were looking for a much bigger kill. They don't want the Earth Spirit. They want some core hero, either Venomancer or the Lone Druid, before they can approach high ground. And they didn't get it, so I imagine they're just going to go right back to farming and controlling the map up.
All right. Well, yeah, there's a lot more control on the map again coming in from DCSA. So, and they ventured out. They got caught by the Observer Ward, and from that point on, that was when the fight ended, essentially. So it is not easy for them. There's going to be a Lincoln Sphere for King Tekka. I think we're just going to wait for Roche, although Benjaz might be in trouble. They missed the Boundless Strike. He's able to blink away. They wanted to chase him down, but he knew, and he will be able to avoid any sort of kill there coming in from SG.
That would have been such a big kill, too, as Manta was on cooldown, so they'd be able to silence and stun him up very easily.
Man, that would have been
But
fantastic.
it's just how the game is, right? Sometimes enemy has vision of you, and you can dodge the ganks.
Good news for Leposa. He's finally caught up and beat the supports. So at least there's that.
Oh, yeah. That's real good.
Yeah. Oh, I know, man. He's in there.
Yeah, working towards that BKB too. You know, at least the Wukong's command will apply the Echo Saber slow to everyone in team fights, so just something that might be annoying for heroes like Juggernaut and Bounty Hunter to run through.
It's not going to be easy. But
That's for sure. Won't be easy at all.
he needs something, and this BKB will help with that. And you're absolutely right. It's going to be a bit of a nuisance. There is now a Scotty for the Juggernaut, which also is being built into by the Lone Druid, but the Lone Druid a little bit behind the Jug, as one would anticipate. Meanwhile, top lane, Benjez coming in. They're going to go for the Firefly. There's the lasso. He gets off the spin in time. Wukong's command on top. Bardino's in trouble. Benjez is taking little to no damage. The Glimmer Cape came in. They'll finally dust. Here comes the Global. They're all clumped up. Sonic Wave coming out. The Omni Slash as well. 3 dead. Benjez with a double. And the Posa on the run. He'll Primal Spring down on the other side. Savage Roar, Kostabile. They need this kill. Can they chase him down? Do they have a Yule Scepter? They absolutely do. Benjez is going to come in. They've got spin. Kostabile is going to fall. A double kill for Leo style. And that might end the game. And Matthew, the patented, tried and true, don't give up.
Don't give up, guys. We've only killed their team. We're gonna kill their base too. But yeah, that's the kind of fight that SG. You know, they're looking for a play because they feel like they need to do something, right? They see this Juggernaut, try to go on him. Unfortunately, Benjez has the reaction time of a god, and he gets the spin off before anything else. And Lone Druid's main damage item is that Mjolnir, so he avoids all that damage, heals up with the ward, and it's just like difference of initiation, right? If they're able to get that off, there's a good chance Benjez just dies there before anything can really happen. And if he doesn't die, ends up getting all his spells off, and it's a disaster, Mott.
Yeah, that is the word I would use. And Benjez, instead of it being a disaster, he actually is able to get the spin off. And like that's a good point. I was like, wow, they're really not doing any damage to him. And you're right, though. The Mjolnir is a big percentage of the Lone Druid's damage. Yes, he hits hard already, but you know, without the Mjolnir, without the some of the damage coming in from the Venomancer as well, like they really just don't have that much against the Jug, especially with how much armor he has. So good play from Benjez, and it's right into Roche now too.
A lot of the damage is magic right now, and this looks like a free Roshan. I don't think there's anything SG can do to even leave their base. It's also one of these moments where like, oh, they just pushed. You know, could they be fake backing? We need to get these lanes up. We have to do so safely, and yep, that's Roche.
They're going to move in. They'll get Aegis. And bottom is the one lane without a scratch for now. But we'll see if it's going to be that way here in a couple of moments. As Benjez is running in. He has a blink. No defusal or anything, though, so hard to lock people down. Thiola Core. Savage Roar comes out. But he doesn't really need to lock people down. He's got plenty of lockdown from the rest of his team, which is nice.
Yep, Scotty's a nice way to deal with some of these heroes too. Can just run them down, pressure them. He's very tanky. And now they have 5 minutes to just sit outside of SG's base and hit the buildings. But they still might run into that problem where this Lone Druid with 1,000 attack range is just beating on them from a distance that they just can't close.
Yeah, they could just Manta maybe and I guess do some damage to the tower. It's actually not that great of a pushing team other than the Jug, who's okay. And they're still doing pretty well. They're just winning fights, and that's how they're getting up to the high ground.
You know, Benjez can blink in and just go bananas in this fight, but he'd have to commit.
Oh, King Tekka, they're going to jump in. They had the lasso, but he's going to survive, of course, because he had that Lincoln Sphere. 1-for-1 trade, though. Now he will end up going down. Benjez about to lose that Aegis, and buying back his King Tekka. Gem is on the deck. Wukong's command is now done. And with that down, maybe you go again. Although, again, no Aegis. Needs to be careful. They blew him up pretty quickly, actually.
They blew him up super fast, and what do they do now? I guess they did buy back, and lasso has been used. But still, look at this.
Leo style blinks away. Yule Scepter comes out. Dream Coil onto 2. They're going to jump in. They're going to find Kostabile. He's got buyback. He'll have to use an Omni Slash coming in. Leposa jumps right into the Omni. A double kill for Benjez, and now there is not much they can do. Their tier 3 tower under siege. They're going to jump in further. Benjez looking for more Kostabile. They've got the Shadow Strike, Elusior, Waiting Rift, Day Gang. See you later. GG's called. It'll be DC taking the first game in this best of 3 series.
Nicely done, DC. Perhaps the you kind of got to question the picks here from SG, right? Perhaps it just didn't work out the way they envisioned it. Maybe they will sit and talk about that for a little bit before this next game, because it was definitely a big problem in the bottom lane. There were like 7 kills on the silencer at like 10 minutes, which is unheard of.
God damn it. This just happened to Tread and Shannon. Jug
What
just,
happened?
he just